Let's talk about the Amazon Influencer Program and the eligibility requirements to see if this is something that you could actually do. Now, I know a lot of creators, especially when they're starting out, they want to be an Amazon influencer, they want to get involved in the program, and then they'll be like, should I apply? Can I make it? Is this something for me? This video is going to outline what you need to get started. Now, one thing I do want to just say though, the way the eligibility requirements were written out on the Amazon site, they make it kind of vague on purpose. And I think that this is important for you guys to know going in. They're not giving you a certain follower count or a certain engagement rate. And they're doing this on purpose because trust me, if they wanted it to be a certain number, they would say it. So this is all to say that if you're on the fence and you're thinking about it, shoot your shot. Just because you apply once doesn't mean you can't apply again. I have creators in my program that are smaller creators just getting started. They've applied, they haven't gotten it, and then they applied again and they got it. Or I've seen creators who are like, no, I'm too small to apply. Like, I'll never get it. And then they're like, oh my God, Nina, I got accepted. So it's one of those things that even though I'm going to share what the requirements are in today's video, that you should still shoot your shot and don't let your mindset of feeling not big enough stop you from going after it. Now, they're currently accepting creators with a YouTube account, Instagram, Facebook, or TikTok. So you have to have one of those four to apply to the program. Now, if you are applying using your Instagram or your Facebook, then you will need a business account in order to be accepted. So oftentimes when creators are putting this together or putting their application together, they are applying with the account that they have the most followers on because they feel that this would give them the opportunity to get a better chance of getting in. Now, while that is true, I also know that Amazon is looking at your engagement. We all know that there is more value in having a highly engaged audience that loves your content, is constantly commenting, is like obsessed with you, than having a huge following that no one is into, right? And Amazon also knows that and they're looking for that. So Amazon is going to look at your post count. What does that mean? Are you posting often? Do you post once in a blue moon? Are you consistent? They're also looking at your post consistency, right? So that's kind of similar to your post count. Let me explain why. Amazon does not want to have a storefront and give you a spot if you're posting once in a while, you're not consistent. Why? Because they don't want to offer that to their customers. Because basically by having a storefront, you are going out there and representing that you have this Amazon storefront. It's like Google. Google doesn't want to give high rankings to bloggers who are not consistent. They want their Google reader to say, hey, this is ranked because this is good. This is a solid website that is consistent and it's going to show up. So Amazon is looking at things like post count to see how often you're posting in terms of like the quantity. Is it just once in a while? And they're looking at your consistency. They're also looking at your different engagement metrics, right? Because you have to connect to your page so they're able to see different engagement metric, which in our opinion is what really helps your eligibility. Now, I'm going to give you an example. I had a creator that I recently talked to who had, like under a couple thousand followers, but her engagement was through the roof. It was like crazy. Amazon is able to see that. They're able to see like, wait, this person has this highly engaged audience. So if that's on your side, great. If you're feeling like, okay, my engagement isn't good, don't worry, still apply. If your follower count is good, or even if your content is interesting. I think there's something also that goes into account is if you're creating content that makes sense with like, hey, here are products, here are things that I recommend. Amazon is going to favor creators that are creating content that actually promotes product reviews or makes sense, right, to create that storefront. So they do look at all the engagement things and they do look at your followers as part of getting in. Now, if you apply with YouTube or Facebook, you're gonna know immediately if you got approved or not. There's no waiting. It's like you get told right away. Whereas if you apply with your Instagram or your TikTok, this may take a little bit longer, up to 5 days to kind of get that response. Our recommendation is to apply with whichever account has the most followers and engagement. That is what you're going to want to apply with. Now, there are going to be cases that you apply and don't get in. Like I said, don't let this discourage you to reapply again. Okay, this isn't something that you need to just like never apply because you didn't get in. I have creators that apply to LTK, like to know it, that program, and they apply all the time and they don't get it. And then finally they get in. So don't let a little no hold you back or stop you. If you are a creator that does create content, that does do product reviews, or that it makes sense to have an Amazon storefront, I would suggest doing it. Just like everything in life, you can't just set up your storefront and expect it to make you millions. You have to water it. You have to promote the page. Maybe if you're a YouTuber, including it in your description. If you're an Instagrammer, putting it in your link in bio. Same thing for TikTok, because it is something that you have to drive attention to. It's not just like create and sit. But I will say it is probably one of the easiest spaces for an affiliate because it is a single platform. It's just easier overall management. You're not dealing with a bunch of different affiliate accounts. An affiliate like links, you just got one central place. Also, if you are a creator that does want to eventually work with brands, this data getting in and showing brands, hey, this is what I'm able to sell, or hey, this is how my Amazon influencer storefront did this month. I'd love to partner with you. Or I want to negotiate a higher affiliate with you, brand, because of XYZ. Your Amazon influencer storefront will give you leverage. So even if you're just getting started and you're not working with brands, by having this data, it's going to allow you to create a strong case study to pitch to brands using your Amazon influencer storefront. And that's why I say, if you are eligible, go ahead and apply and do it, because it down the road can help you from a monetization standpoint, not just because you're getting money from Amazon, but because you're able to pitch brands directly with the data that you're getting. And if you're already in the Amazon influencer program, or you want to be, please go ahead and like this video, because it's going to let me know to create more videos on this program to support you in your Amazon influencer journey. If you guys want specific videos, liking this video alerts our team that this is something that you guys want. So go ahead and like this video. A lot of creators will sometimes, comment that their Amazon commissions are low. And obviously these commissions change. But again, by having a storefront, it also allows you to test, proof of concept. So I've had creators before say, Nina, I want to start a candle line, or I want to start XYZ. And I'm like, do you have a storefront? Because if you do, you can see if your audience is willing to buy products that you recommend before you as a business owner go and invest and set up some sort of thing. So this is an interesting outlook, right? When you're starting to think of your Amazon page as a way to test your influence, as a way to test to see if it's worth you, starting your own product line, because you're going to be able to get some data and be able to see your conversions as well. I'll include a link below so that you guys can submit your application to be considered. Remember, there is no transparency around follower count for a reason. So, some people are going to say you need at least a couple of thousand. Some people say 1,000's too low. It's all hearsay. It is all hearsay. You just got to shoot your shot and go for it. So let me know, guys, below if you are an Amazon influencer. Is the page successful? Do you enjoy it? Is it something that you think is helpful for other creators? Let us know in the comments below. And if monetization is something that is important to you, and that's why you want to know if you should join the Amazon influencer program, remember, the commissions here ultimately are going to be low, but it is a good proof of concept when pitching to brands. If you want to pitch to brands, this is something that you can do with any follower count. You don't need a follower count to pitch to brands, because remember, brands want content as well. So if that's interesting to you, make sure you come to our next free live training on all things pitching to brands, regardless of your follower count. Even if you have a big following, we can help you, or a small following, we can help you. The training is live, it's free. I do role plays, I read pitches, I share my screen. It's super helpful. So if that's interesting to you and you want to work with brands and this is something that you want to do to monetize, come to my next free live training. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. We have tons of videos coming out in the next couple of weeks. If there's something that you want to see in specific, drop it in the comments so we know what to make, and I'll see you guys in the next video.